Hey, did you see that slice and chit chat?
No, I didn't look.
What? Look at eat shit. I meant not chit chat. Look at this slice.
Why are you gonna play your own game now?
Why do you care?
Because I was gonna play this game with you, but now I can't.
It'd be like, I just said, let me get you started.
Oh yeah, sure. Just get it started while I walk around in a circle waiting for you to do
Go
that.
back to your other one. Go back to your home.
I don't want
Queefer,
to.
Queefer.
Shut up and play your. Ew, what the fuck is that?
What?
Is that your party?
Oh, no. This is, the menu. I'm going to be an undead human. I'm going to be the same thing I was.
That seems boring.
How?
No, there's you guys. Then you tell me, boy, you're doing the exact same thing.
Shut your ass up. I'm gonna do different fucking things for the other people, but Boneopolus is his lore. I'm not gonna play a fucking character I don't care about like a rogue.
What's wrong with rogues?
Fuck, I care about him. Sigh.
I don't think we're talking about class at all.
Oh, Shaman Allegiance. Nice. I never played Allegiance before. Yo, that boy thick.
Who? Oh, Boneopolus?
Or Sandor, my bad.
I think Boneopolus should be the persuasion, the thief guy, right? Because I would make him do thieving type stuff if I was alive.
I would put persuasion on whoever you're gonna talk to people with.
I guess that is smart.
Well,
Alright.
it'll just save you time.
Yeah. I guess I'll make the midget the thief, because that makes sense, right?
Dwarves get a bonus to sneaking anyway. And the not needing lockpicks thing saves you like 3 minutes at the beginning of the game. Because they cost like $3 and you have a billion of them.
I'll take Pet Pal, because I needed it.
Yeah.
I didn't care about Outlaw for Boneopolus. I think I'll
It
make
turned
him...
out to be a lot gayer than it.
Yeah, I thought he'd be like,
practice.
it's just sarcastic asshat. It wasn't
Yeah,
outlaw.
and
I thought he'd
Jester
be
is just
villain.
annoying idiot.
Yeah, I thought he'd be like a villain. So I'm gonna take Mystic Soldier because that's more cool, I guess. And like now that I know what outlaw was, Mystic was still cool. Better not be Sandor.
Only. You don't want to be Sandor Clegane? Clegane?
No, I want to be Boneopolus.
Oh. It's right there. Borderland. This starting to suck.
Yeah, it's Mystic. What sucks?
My plane. I suck.
Oh, you're eating ass? Could you make a second character in character creator? No, right? That's not a thing. They took
No.
that out. In the first game, you can make your companion.
It's 2v1.
custom.
Just plant the bomb.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And like flies
You got
to
those
honey,
games down, Little Mesa? Were you able to? Were
the
they free?
monsters
No, I don't have PlayStation Plus.
the
How?
panicked,
How are you able to invite me to
carnage
play?
began,
I don't know.
and the magisters pointed their fingers at me.
Is there
Just
another
as I'd
account?
planned.
I don't care.
I was shackled and collared
Oh, she wanted to be captured?
and sent to Fort Joy.
The Switch? didn't realize that at the beginning.
I'd come here to kill Godwoken,
Ah.
but instead I became part of their story.
Hey, was that me in the front? Yeah, I think it was. So the main chick in the title opening cutscene, we kill her really easily, like an hour into the game. It makes it seem like she's gonna be a main villain. The witch that blows up
Well,
the
when
ship.
we encounter her, you remember she like lost her source.
Yeah,
She was like
so
freaking out, like, "What? Where'd you go?"
yeah, but like, I thought she was gonna be the main villain.
What? Devoid
So,
in the Divinity.
still
She's
a
just
bit
some
groggy,
No, I
aren't we?
white
meant
lady.
like
Don't
just like a
worry.
story
The sedative will wear off soon
on.
enough.
I'm talking to. Oh, it does that.
Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Let me out.
Well, look what the doctor got. You're lucky they didn't notice just how thin you were under those bandages.
Yeah, if anyone gives me a hug, I'll feel
Although,
my bones.
seeing someone wrapped up like that, they probably thought you had the scabbing plague. Heh? Look, laugh, but don't touch. Better keep that hood down, mind you. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
Medical cabinet. Oh, it's empty. Fuck. Sound like I need it anyway. Hey, Mesa, this feels much different playing alone.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
very.
already. It's calm. It's not the fear that you'll fucking like start a conversation that I'm not anywhere near.
I've done that like twice.
Nah, I meant like when you talk to people and I'm like, I gotta read up. I hate doing that because I have to like read.
An animal
Instead of
I
just
would
listening.
prefer to read.
great to food.
I like listening. 'Cause it's, I found eggs in honor of my fellow parallel universe niggas out there, Mesa.
That's me. I'm reaching out from the void.
Every time there's an egg, it's you. For every egg, there's a Mesa farting in the background.
Well, I've never done that, and you can never prove it.
You were shitting yourself, farting, going, and Berserk was huffing it.
Shaking her
I don't
fluffy
know.
coat, the sheep
I
eyed
don't know
you
what you're talking about.
balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof,
I do not
she
know
kicks you right
what
in
you
the
are
Oh,
talking
my
about.
bone!
Banded like a chicken's leg, but not much meat on your bones.
You got more meat than I do, little guy. Oh, I had unique. I think that's like unique dialogue with the sheep. I could poke her with my bone until at least you got the meat that I could consume.
That may be so, but look
Shut
at
up.
the flies. Ban wisdom. Flies know when a creature will die. And it's around your head they're buzzing, not mine.
They're not.
With two
boys.
shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled
Wow.
manger.
I respect my guy.
I could use the
Did you
hay.
expect a needle?
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I don't have Steve. Good thing. I'm gonna see how much like food is worth. It's not worth much, but an apple pie is.
I usually just use it for cheap healing, and poison for you is cheap healing. So if you don't have a live guy, food is just worth it.
But
Ah, that click. This floor plate triggered something.
ooh, a pocket knife. But the My microphone both died. Because it fucking went. Hello? Hello?
What?
I
Hello, can you
picked
hear
up a barrel and my game went. And then it turned off both my microphones for OBS and Twitch. Or Discord, I meant.
So what is that? What?
When the game stutters, my microphone turns off.
Oh.
And I have to go into settings for both of them and turn it back on. And it takes like a minute. Let me see if I can pickpocket even without a thief skill. Or not pickpocket, lockpick. I don't think I can. Damn it. I loved pickpocketing, or lockpicking, fuck. It was so good. I'm definitely giving him thief as well. He could have persuasion 2. And no, I would want the opposite. I would want thief 2 and persuasion 1, just for the bare minimum checks. Okay, how do you save the game? Quick save? Oh, just start in X.
Yeah, you can quick save because you only have one game.
You there?
Idiot.
Come here. Hey. Hey. Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
Why should I?
Set me free and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Why they take away your shirt and put you in a cage?
Your guess is
They
as
didn't
good
take
as
away
mine.
my shirt.
Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
I'm not helping someone who got his shirt stolen.
Suit yourself. But we're all in the same boat here, so to speak. I'll await your return.
I gotta sneak. Oh no, I don't. There's a magister. I Fuck, it keeps taking away my microphone. Why? What do you keep stuttering for? Hello? Hello? It keeps taking away my microphone for some fucking reason.
I don't know.
Ew! I never made an oil totem before and I just did. Looks stupid. Whatever, I'm gonna blow up the barrel and the totem.
I'm not one to let sleeping dogs lie.
Ah. Don't walk in the fire. What was one of the mods? Sprinting?
Yeah.
Why would that not just be a game thing?
I don't know.
That seems
They made
kinda
it.
ass,
It was later put into the game. It was an update.
So why
It's
is it
not
a
getting started.
mod? That sucks. It means you can't get any achievements for that?
Yeah.
It's kind of lame. I don't have any way to heal myself. Oh wait, I do. Poison potion. Like that.
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as his gaze finds the sunken hollows that once held your eyes.
Ah, freedom. Tastes better than wine. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lad. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them. The halls await.
I didn't like that he had his nose showing, so now I'm gonna kill him. Oh god. Oh no. You fucking bamboozling bitch. You have no talents. I need to get out of here. I'm on fire. Kill him. Yes. Yes. He went after the totem. What an idiot. What a fucking fool. Get out of the spicy. No, that was alright, now squirt on. Ow. Ow. Ow, the fire burns. It burns mucho, mucho, mucho. Ow, 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 ow. Well, that sucked. Oh, there's poison. I forgot. Alright, go to sleep. No, get off that.
Empty.
I was gonna say what's good is I can sell all these health potions, but then I realize I'm gonna have humans as well. Maybe I should just take me. No, I would lose out on lore. I was gonna say maybe I could take just me and Fane and take the lone wolf thing, where you get bonus for having only 2 members in your team. I don't know how that's a lone wolf though.
It's no other players, and you can have only one. I'm gonna take. I put glass cannon on my guy. I'm trying out a new ranger build guy. Now I get to shoot 3 times around.
Were you at the boat?
Yeah, I've been just like walking around.
I'm gonna try to get off this boat and I'll hop over. How the hell do I get out here again? Where am I? Ah, it's here.
It seems as though there's a pattern. That can't be natural.
Whoops, didn't mean to pick up that.
Empty.
Paper sells for a good bit. Everybody's gotta write stuff, you know. Am I allowed to quick save? I was quick saving. Yeah, it's not your. That's your game.
Yeah, you only have
Why,
one
you're
game on
looking
your
a bit
system.
more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so
Wow,
myself.
they weren't kidding.
There you
So
are.
with any physical
Not too tight,
build,
I hope. The
if-
collar, I mean.
when
Oh,
you're putting
not to
things into
worry.
your
Every
combat
dog
abilities, like
has to get
arrow
used to its
humancer,
leash.
you don't need. It's bad to put him into huntsman or the ranged one. It's better to put it into warfare, even if you don't have any warfare skills,
Cause physical.
which is weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because for some reason,
Necromancy works better with warfare because necromancy's physical.
yeah, warfare is multiplicative. So
Yeah,
a
warfare is
range
physical,
plus 5,
intelligence is magic.
a range plus 5, and a plus 80 from your base stat means you have plus 85% damage, right?
Mhm.
Right? If you have warfare, instead you have plus 80 from finesse, and then plus 5% of 185%. So 105. I don't know. What's 5% of 180?
Shut up.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister
It's significantly
William.
higher than
All
185.
passengers
I'll tell
have
you
to be
that much.
registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Did the murderer take him into this room?
No. You're alive, and you're having a conversation. You are on a ship, of course, but luckily for us both, we're merely sailing the plain old sea.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
Well,
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Sauce. For good. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Sauce spells of yours? See what happens.
I'll cast it. She told me.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
You better stop before you hurt yourself. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Sauce. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Yeah, well, you got a dead guy downstairs.
She frowns and peers at you closely, concern clearly etched upon her face.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy.
Huh. Well, I'm not trying to steal that. I'm trying to make it.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
Hey, what's going in here? Birthday
Good
party?
gods. There's been a murder here.
Why would
The
I
young
care about a
magister
murder?
stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
No indications of a struggle.
Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own.
Yeah.
Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. It's a small ship. His name was Finn. Oddball. Looked to me like he saw something he wished he hadn't before he came here. We'll find out who did it, one way or
So-
another.
My main character has 0 attitude with this guy, and the Red Prince who has 100. The price goes from 2,000 to 400.
Huh?
Wow. Wait, no, I was lying. It goes from 2,000 to 1,200. I lied.
Hey, what's going on?
Now,
What you
where
do
did
to
I
Finn?
leave
Ugly
my-
sight, isn't it?
Oh, I thought you were calling me ugly.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of,
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
What?
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep.
Yeah, I wish I could, lady.
I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you.
Gold?
How about that?
Hey, give me more money.
Not in here, it isn't.
Damn.
You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
I need money. I gotta buy my fucking soaps. Poetry book. My shampoos.
Come on, please, Losa.
I forgot how to sing. I did.
Hey, I bought a new book.
What?
Spider legs. Because apparently spin web.
And snares.
Yeah, it's not blocked by anything. Nothing blocks it. Like I have
There you
full.
are.
Oh wait,
Husband.
I'm an idiot. I
Would
forgot
you
I have glass
please
cannon.
tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this loathsome
And it'll
woman,
haste me,
nor do I
but
sing,
it allows
in
me to
fact.
lock down
I'm
people.
deathly allergical.
Hey, you kids, you guys are stupid. You guys are kicking a head around? What the fuck?
How very correct you are, spouse
How
of
could
mine.
they?
Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
I'm not
Her
laughing.
pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Yeah.
Guess you aren't a creative type, are you, Chief? I say they're one and the same.
Hey, you know
Nope,
about that big guy?
trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Alright, come on.
Thanks.
Damn.
But I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You
But I'm
take
made of
care, though.
bones.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Hey, kid, quit looking at these, or guy, quit looking at him play ball.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable.
Wee,
I've
I
never
go
dined on anything
fast.
less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Damn. This is a bitch, you don't know shit about the sauce.
Never
Hey.
thought you'd end up a prison guard.
What do you guys
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your bandages, rubbing them between his fingers.
Don't touch my clothes.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
This seems kind of gay to me. Why'd you touch my t-shirt?
I am reading. Is this not evident? My book is in my hands, my face turned away from you. Perhaps my eyes not on the page. Damnable things.
He grabs a metal plate and watches his reflection with one eye as the other shifts left to right and up to down. He repeats the maneuver with the opposite eye.
No, they are working quite adequately. It seems you are at fault. Predictable, really. Oh, I see. I crossed a cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my sincere apologies. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once. Perhaps. Perhaps not. Understanding is all rather relative. Take this book, for example. I understand all of it, and yet none of it makes sense. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle.
Is that his hair or his cloak? Looks stupid, either way.
Tell me, what do you know of your...
Well, that's not very nice.
history?
Ooh. Our world's history. Better get mad at that one. I mean, I just seen some things, same
Oh,
thing as
please.
last time.
I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Why you want to know?
The elf's face freezes for just a second before he waves his hand dismissively.
Oh, it's just one of my idle curiosities. We mortals do like to consider these things, do we not? Now, please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
No, tell me.
No amount of pestering will
fuck.
get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Tell what?
Come on, please, Losa. That's enough.
Try to own the fucking dino here.
Dare you classify this slop as food?
Where's Mason? I don't hear him.
I've seen more appetite.
You can't hear me?
I don't know if you've been talking. I just hear salt.
Well, that's because I'm not talking.
Hey.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet
That's
that's
funny.
just what they'll look like.
Hey, let me throw dice too.
She shakes her head.
What?
Game for one, I'm afraid.
You suck.
Rolling dice.
Leave
Deciding
Sibel
fates.
alone.
Yeah, I don't know how dice is gonna fucking do anything.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no, but I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it too.
She's good at eating people.
I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
Go ahead.
She
I
looks
was
at you in
asleep.
surprise when you bear an arm of bone.
My. Guess I'll have to find out the memory from Marrow, won't I?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers, watching, staring at them, hoping that none would stare back. You were thinking of flesh. Or, to be rather more precise, the pleasures of the flesh. Those that have eluded you for so long.
Sit there!
I mean, I forgot about that, but
Yeah, these legs.
yeah, I guess I was right. Good job.
Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep, so to speak. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
No.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Hey. The hell you doing?
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub story somewhere else.
I like you. Oh, I don't like the head. You look like a pinhead, but it makes me think of the, what's it called? The new Londo priest or whatever the fuck that thing was. The red guy from Dark Souls.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen.
But here you just look like
and I don't intend to do away
racist.
There has been a murder,
Hey.
Your Majesty.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Damn, he goes
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
I can salute Ifan. Sir, yes,
Ifan
sir.
seems amused at the gesture, but he bats your arm down from the salute when the Magister sees what you're doing.
Ow.
You served?
Yeah, but a long time ago.
He shoots you an odd look, then barks a laugh and shakes his head.
Sure feels that way to me, too. As soon as it's over, nobody wants to hear anything but tales of
I
glory.
served for a guy named Salt.
Served Lucian myself. A long, long time ago now. Long before Source became reason to leash a man like a dog.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Was the guy talking shit about you?
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
I hate Johnny Big Pants.
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the joy. Away from interested parties. No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. The joy, I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Yeah, I just won't leave.
Not interested in the son of the divine himself? I don't blame you one bit. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You! What's your name?
Shut up.
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Why should I give you my name? I don't like you. You just judging me around.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
I'll find out. I always do. Now away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Oh.
Put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
It was so weird.
They're picking us off one by one.
This is locked.
We just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Hey, why is this red little guy being mean?
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
Wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hand you right over the side of this ship with it.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to...
Well, what have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
I'm talking to a
The
reference.
lizard looks you up and
I'm
down,
gonna do what you
like
couldn't.
a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
What are you doing to me?
I'm inspecting your teeth, in case that wasn't spectacularly obvious.
Through a clenched jaw, meaning don't let me inspect your teeth, but I'm a skull. No matter what, he's gonna inspect my teeth.
There's some discoloration, as well as a rather disconcerting lack of tongue and gums, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
I can't taste.
And of course, a cook who can't taste is about as useful as a dog in a chess game.
Why you
On
are
to the
being
second
with
question.
reference?
Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Stick a thumb through one of the holes in your garment shape provides cool in summer. That's what my clothes are like for the farm. I have holes in my pants. I'm like, hey, let the breeze go through. Like the knees are ripped open.
Yes, I can tell from your
I don't believe you.
vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
I don't know what year I'm in.
Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered.
Also, Mr. Space,
Let's evaluate,
would you like
shall
to
we?
be able to know how to get Fane as a companion on the starting island?
Sure.
I'll tell you when you're there.
Alright.
As per your own
Which will be like a year from now.
Just tell me if I miss it,
the
like
fashion
I'm
sense
about
of a
to.
monkey in a clown's suit,
Uh,
and your
it-
personal
it's
hygiene
in what
reminds
we in the
one of a
business call a
carcass
secret
rotting
area.
in the sun.
I didn't hear you because the reference was talking. What?
It's in a secret area, so you'll never find it.
Alright.
That won't do at all, see?
But
I'm
also, you
sad
can
to
get
say
it
I
from
must
like
deny
the
you
very
opportunity
beginning.
to
Watch
be
on
my
that.
slave.
Shut the fuck up.
Ever so sorry.
I can't
You
hear
shut up.
him.
Just
I'm
read it.
highly disappointed. I ain't gonna be your fucking slave.
It was one of them. I know it.
I don't want to be your slave.
My
bro.
slave, of course. Oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of my disheartening refusal to sink in.
Nah.
Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear?
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
You! Sorcerer! Blood?
No.
Go!
Hey, Majesty, what are you
Name?
doing? Why?
The Divine Order wants to know. Not so fast. Name?
God damn it.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here. Unacceptable. I've never
What are you
died
stupid
or
kids
anything
doing?
less than-
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La la.
No, I don't want to listen to that.
I'm here because I'm magic. Are you here because you're weird?
No, I'm here because they want to taste my bones.
You look like my daddy. His name is Frida. He's waiting for me at home.
I think your dad's dead.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That's right. I always knew you'd turn
A
up.
broad dwarf
Mr.
sits
Beast.
totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy.
You mean
You hear that?
What?
The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
I can't hear the shit. I don't hear anything.
Then you're not listening hard enough, mate. Go on.
Well, there has been a...
There now. Just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
Forgot he did that.
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news. It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
What beard? Oh. That's burn it.
Well, there has been a murder.
What, the figure Miso?
Maybe that has
What
the
figure?
Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Oh, it's a distance. What the fuck? Why you want to go there?
No, indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Afraid. There's a killer about, after all.
Till overboiling a bit of cabbage becomes a crime, I shall hold my head steady.
I don't have an eyebrow to cock, so I'll just say this one.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm
Hey, who
trying to
You one of
conspire.
them? A Divine Order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
Alright.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
I mean, how can I be? Yeah, why would I
He
be fine?
tugs the collar of his uniform and chuckles.
Sorry you're upset, sir, but we all wear what we wear for a reason. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Lake, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Keep those bolts trained on her, and if she Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad.
God damn.
You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
Yeah, who you gonna kill? You ain't gonna kill me.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
Do that to me.
I'm just about
How's your
to
leg
create
clipping
a
through
scene.
your pant? Why is that happening?
Subdue her, men, quickly. If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
It's my turn. Wait. No, it was my turn. Don't. Ow.
What's happened?
Get out of this mode. Quick, I need a... Oh, source collar. Steal all the dinners, but none of them at the same time. A pickaxe. Why the hell would I want a pickaxe? God damn, she meatified. She turned him into goop. Let me read these pieces of paper.
Hey, Berserk.
Yeah, what's up?
He's muted.
No, I'm not.
And?
Alright.
How's Call of Duty?
I'm dying. I can't use my shotgun even though I want to use it.
Here, you want to hear a poem? A woman from Driftwood with nary a care offered me kisses that answered my prayer. I accepted her gift, and then to my dismay, a spider she was, and I her buffet. Once feasting was over, she licked her red lips. I rose from the floor, still coming to grips. She thanked me for coming, and bade her farewell. My prayer indeed answered, though I still did swell. Whoa. So most magisters thinks there's actually a cure, but in reality, when you go, they just kill you, right?
They don't kill you.
Isn't that what the magister did when we tried to escape, he tried to, like, he said, this is what's gonna happen to you. And he tried to kill us.
He purged her. And
yeah,
she turned into a silent monk.
Well, that's the cure. It's basically killing him. He lobotomized her.
Yeah.
Are
The
you alright?
young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. Dark, greyish-black clouds swirl through them.
Hey, get up!
She doesn't stir.
Damn. Oh. No. They're all dead.
Oh! What? What happened? Must have been the turnips.
Hey, I'm gonna pour some liquids on you. Drink up.
Water? Wine, for goodness sake. Oh.
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness.
The fuck? Midget! It's time to wake up.
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead.
You good? I mean, I can see you
hear a
breathing.
faint thud, thud, thud. He's alive, but only just.
Oh, your buddy got queened. What the fuck?
Ifan lies motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. Under his shaggy hair, you can see green eyes fluttering as if in a nightmare. A low whine escapes his lips. His eyes flicker open, but he doesn't register your presence at all.
Lucien. Lucien.
Ifan cries out. Then his eyes fall closed again. No matter how much you shake him now, he cannot be roused.
Oh, the food's on fire. Shit. All of the grubbies are on fire.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Get the fuck up.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's too weak to stand.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
Shit. I don't have a fucking key. I want that journal. Ah, shit, I don't have torture. That's gonna suck. Oof, they got one.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
Hey, dog, you gotta get out of here.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching. The dog notices you for the first time and snarls, the hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge.
Ah! I ain't
It
doing
sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much. Please, make it stop.
I didn't do it.
The dog whines and continues pawing at its nose.
Long before this thing snaps into splinters. Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Dog, you need to get out.
God damn it. Need to get off this wreck, and quick.
There's money everywhere.
Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull!
Vane! Vane! What are you doing? I read this new. The guy has shit pants. She took him.
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No. What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
You do?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
I know that you were mortal once, but could you not have let their ignorance fall away with your flesh? I have neither lungs to drown nor stomach to poison. This ship's fate does not concern me. No, damp robes are the most I have to fear. Once this glorified skiff hits the sea floor, I will simply walk to shore. You, on the other hand, would be better placed finding a lifeboat. I dare say you would be hopelessly lost in the ocean's dark heart. I believe you did, although I was wearing the face of an elf at the time. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
Yeah, I guess.
Indeed. Just as sensible as getting off a sinking ship and leaving a fellow to his business. I would say good day, but it seems quite likely that you're about to die a rather terrible death, so...
I mean, you just said I won't drown either.
The skeleton shrugs casually and returns to his book.
Fine.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You don't recognize the symbol, but it's clearly warning you away. You press your palm against the door to open it. Your fingers clack against the wood, and you suddenly feel grey. The touch leaves you numb, dull. It doesn't budge. The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Death fog. Good thing I'm immune. Still, this means trouble.
What is the point of the death fog room? There's nothing in here.
It happened again. It broke my fucking nose.
Hey.
What do you want?
Tell me you killed Death right now.
The last one I had was 15 kills, or no, 16 kills, 15 deaths. Yeah, I like that.
15 kills, 15 deaths?
16 kills, 15 deaths.
Hey, go.
My ratio is shit compared to like others.
So you basically contributed 1 point?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I usually get second or third place.
Wow.
Be like this sometimes. Like kill hit or kill death ratio is usually, but I kill more than I die, which is I think a plus.
You're both dead. Good job. Dead.
At one game, the kill confirmed. I had 18 kills, 16 confirmed. 16 confirmed.
Jesus. No. This sucks. Discord won't fucking register to my snowball thing. What the fuck? Why?
What's going on?
Now I gotta fucking play how to make it
Why can't I hear you in Discord?
register.
Mr. Space Tag is only able to talk in stream, but not in Discord.
It doesn't
he's probably
register,
muted.
stupid ass.
Or is the remote play. Typed him in the stream. I closed it. Oh well.
No, I'm not mute, stupid ass. You can hear me in stream, but you can't hear me say that I'm not mute. That's broken. Ah! Oh my god. This sucks. Alright, you know what?